Tekashi, he made headlines again when old footage of him putting a $30,000 bounty on Tadoe's head went viral. Now, he's probably just trolling when he made this video, but it's definitely not a good look. Murda Beatz, he has a copy of 6ix9ine's new album, Dummy Boy, and he asked his fans if he should leak it. Floyd Mayweather, he dropped $5.3 million in LA while jewelry shopping, and we got a shot-by-shot comparison of the original Lion King trailer from 1994 versus the brand new one that just dropped yesterday. All that and more in just a second.
I'm in the hospital.
You lie so much.
Send the location.
I'm number one.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, and welcome back to another episode of Famous News. Now, today is the big day that I am going to go live for the first time ever. I'm going to answer all your questions. It's something I've never done before. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping that happens just after we drop this video, but I'm not entirely sure when we'll get this done. Anyway, huge thanks to everyone who's subscribed, and a bunch of you guys have DM'd me that you're going to be there, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into the news. Now, this isn't turning into its Tekashi news channel. He's just always making headlines. In fact, you guys keep saying I'm saying his name wrong. I'll try and stick with 6ix9ine. Okay. Remember back in May or June when Chief Keef was on the other side of flying bullets while on a trip to New York City? Well, video footage has surfaced of 6ix9ine making threats of a bounty on Keef's cousin's head for $30,000. And, well, as a spectator, one would easily chalk this up as trolling. And, you know, he was building hype for the gram. He was getting people to be like, woo, this is some gangsta shit. But, you know, the feds, they don't look at it that way. They don't see him as entertaining an audience. They're taking this issue very seriously. Now, this could strengthen their case against him and his crew for their charges, which include conspiracy to commit crimes, including shootings. Definitely not the kind of video you want going viral when you're behind bars. His lawyer, Lance Lazaro, he says he isn't exactly a gangster, he only pretends to be one. His statement read, Hernandez is completely innocent of all charges being brought against him. An entertainer who portrays a gangster image to promote his music does not make him a member of an enterprise. Yes, the saga, it continues. Now, the last I heard, 6ix9ine, he's facing a minimum of 32 years in jail. Let me know if you think Tekashi was just trolling Tadoe in that video or if it was actually a threat against his life. I'm interested to hear what you say in the comments down below. Let's move on to similar news about Murda Beatz. Now, he suggested that he could leak 6ix9ine's Dummy Boy album. He also put up on Instagram, I have the album, should I? Of course, this led to people going absolutely wild, but that would get him in a lot of trouble with the law. I don't think a good old Canadian boy would do that. Now, Murda Beatz, he seems to have played a pretty big role in this project. Aside from producing Fifi, well, he's also worked on another single on the album. And on this one, Dummy Boy, well, there's all sorts of talent. We're talking Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, Tory Lanez, A Boogie, and more. I think it's gonna be a big banger, especially with all this press. Now, our last 6ix9ine story, it is about Fat Joe. Now, y'all remember when there was like a video about him just went circulating like last week, and Fat Joe was warning him about the feds. We actually posted this to my Instagram, and it pulled 12,000 views. That made no sense. It pulled in 12,000 views. There we go.
As a nigga be around, I be lying to myself if I ain't tell you, yo, B, one move, they gonna try to throw you in there.
Reacting on the conversation now, well, Joe, he had this to say. I was just trying to school him. I've been through that. I've had the heat on me. I was wilding in the streets, so I tried to tell him as a young kid, it's my job because none of the OGs when I came into the rap game schooled me. They could have stopped me. I really like to see that, you know, a passing of the torch, someone embracing someone. He's really sticking his neck out and he doesn't need to. I got a soft spot for Fat Joe. Moving on to Floyd Mayweather, he dropped $5.3 million on a trip to Beverly Hills, making us all peanut butter and jealous. This was a jewelry shopping spree, and he stopped by Peter Marcos, the jeweler to the stars. He's made ice for Snoop, The Weeknd, even Jeremy Meek. Yeah, you know that comic guy? He's like minted these days. Anyway, let's run through what good old Floyd had to pick up for himself. 130-carat pear-shaped fancy yellow BBS ring for $2.3 million. One 3 to 4.5 carat diamond bracelet for $2.5 million. One 2-pound yellow gold Cuban necklace and 3 watches for a combined total of $500,000. Every day is like winning the Price is Right for Floyd. In fact, way, way, way better. Anyway, he posted a lot of his watches. Take a look. Guys, he's doing well for a man who can't read.
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. F the bucket of ice, man.
Meek Mill stopped by The Tonight Show last night and performed Oodles O Noodles. This is off his upcoming album Championships. Also on The Tonight Show, there was a news story that touches very near and dear to my heart. Tim Allen, he sat down and he gave some revelations about the film Santa Claus. Do you remember this from back in 1994? Well, I just couldn't believe it.
It's Christmas Eve.
Hey, you!
The unthinkable happened.
You killed him.
He revealed that in the original script, he was supposed to shoot and kill Santa Claus. Wow, would have been a whole different film.
The original Santa Claus was a little darker, written by two comedians, and I actually shot and killed Santa. In the original movie, he fell off the roof because I was a burglar. And he gives me the card, the whole movie starts.
Now, an interesting piece of information not a lot of you guys probably know. I got my very first acting job in the Santa Claus film. Yeah, you can't see my face, but I did have a line. I was like, Jimmy, wait up! And I did a bang up job. All right, we're gonna move on to what's trending because this story's also from 1994. It's like they've recreated my childhood. The Lion King trailer, it just dropped and it is magical. Now at the time of this recording, it has pulled in 12 million views. We decided to do something different here and we put together a shot-by-shot comparison between the original and the 2019 trailer for you guys. You can actually find this on our second channel. Now the casting for this film is absolutely incredible. James Earl Jones, he's back as Mufasa. Donald Glover, he is adult Simba. And actually my least favorite part about the original Lion King was Matthew Broderick. No thanks.
Come on, will you cut it out?
John Oliver, he is Zazu. Seth Rogen, he is Pumbaa. Your man Billy on the Streets, he is Timon. Beyonce is voicing the character of Nala, and two of the hyenas, well, they're voiced by Eric Andre and Keegan Michael Key. Now a full link of our shot-to-shot comparison, well, it's down below. We have some good old Canadian YouTubers who have again found themselves on the trending page. I'm talking about ASAP Science, and they put out a video which is smoking versus juuling. Let's take a look.
Studies show that depending on the cigarette, there are either hundreds to thousands of ingredients, of which many are proven to cause cancer.
They didn't even refer to it as vaping. They referred to it as juuling, because you crazy kids are obsessed. Now, I don't even know what that word means. I'm clearly a Candy Pens man myself. Let's move on. Also in trending, Jenna Marbles and her man Julian, well, they were cooking up some Thanksgiving food. Now, what makes this interesting is that they are both vegan, and Julian, he's celiac, which means, well, the two of them, they basically can't eat much. They're up shit's creek when it comes to Thanksgiving. Still, they managed to pull off something magical.
Yeah, you're not gonna eat any, it's all from me. What are you making, dog?
Some sriracha mayo.
Did you put maple syrup in it or just?
Yeah.
I got no idea how they managed to make vegan fried chicken. I guess you'll have to tune in the video to find out. Now, another food-related video that's trending is Matt Stoney, who broke a record with 10 Whoppers for Burger King. This kid is like as thin as a stick, but he certainly knows how to pack away them pounds.
10 Whopper challenge. Timer starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start.
Now, all the fat comments I've been getting from you guys, you would think that I was a professional eater. I am not. Moving on to what's trending on Twitter today, well, of course, it is Black Friday, and the madness, it's already begun. I actually saw a video clip where a bunch of people, they went through a crate of big screen TVs, basically like locusts. Take a look. It's also interesting to see that every influencer under the sun, it appears they have a product to sell for 30% off. From the Babes selling fleshlights to Gary Vee selling wine. Of course, the Kardashians, they're selling cosmetics. I wonder what I could sell. Let me know in the comments down below. I really got no idea. Now, trending on Instagram, we have Ariana Grande with a touching post about Mac Miller on Thanksgiving. We have Nicki Minaj giving out turkeys, and Snooki, she's expecting her third child. Congrats to her. You like that one?
Yeah, well,
Tamira loves it.
no.
Moving on to who to follow. Now, you guys, you're starting to figure out that in each episode of these, I'll shout out one of you guys, and today was no exception. We got a local Toronto artist. His name is Ishak Kanduro. Ishak Kanduro. He's an R&B artist. He's putting in the work on SoundCloud. And yeah, you should definitely check him out. It really is crazy the amount of DMs you guys are sending me. There's so much talent out there. Now, finally on the come up, we have a man whose Before They're Famous video I've been working on. Well, I interviewed him a couple weeks ago and I promised him I'd have it up by now. I'll definitely do it by next week. Now, I'm talking about Kusj Papi. Now, this kid, he's clocked in over 1 million Instagram followers. And without a doubt, you've definitely seen his stuff.
Girls always do that. When they got a guy right in front of them that's good and gonna give them everything, they go hang out with the guy who ain't shit. Don't make no sense.
He's teamed up with Boog. He's worked with Supreme Patty. He's a good Italian kid. He really likes his juice, and he's got a smoking hot girlfriend. Well, you'll find out more in his Before They're Famous. Also, a link to his social media is down below. We give you links to everyone we've talked about down below. Alright guys, that wraps up today's episode of Famous News. Be sure to tune into my live stream happening today at 5 p.m. Eastern, and enjoy your Black Friday shopping. Maybe pick me up a little some. I don't know. See you guys in another video. Boom! That was a tough one.
Was it?
I don't know, it's tough for me.